Welcome to English Podcasts. Relax and enjoy your listening practice.
A few days ago, I came across a study about biological aging that honestly stayed in my mind much longer than I expected. We usually think about aging as something controlled mostly by genetics or maybe by diet and exercise, but this research looked at something much more ordinary, the timing of our daily routines. And the interesting part is that scientists are starting to believe that the way we organize our days, especially our sleep and activity patterns, may actually influence how fast our bodies age on a biological level. So, the study focused on what researchers call circadian rhythms, which are basically the internal cycles that help regulate sleep, hormones, body temperature, digestion, and energy throughout the day. Every person has this internal clock, and ideally it works in sync with daylight and regular daily habits. But the reality is that modern life kind of pushes us in the opposite direction. A lot of people sleep at inconsistent times, work late, spend hours looking at bright screens at night, or constantly switch between stressful schedules. And according to the researchers, these disruptions may slowly affect the body in deeper ways than we previously understood. What really caught my attention was the connection between irregular routines and biological age. Biological age is different from the number of years you've lived. It reflects how old your body actually behaves on a cellular level. In the study, people with more stable daily rhythms, regular sleep, consistent activity, predictable routines, often showed signs of slower biological aging. And honestly, that makes sense when you think about it. The body seems to work best when it can predict what comes next. If you look around, a lot of us live in a permanent state of interruption, notifications, late-night work, constant stimulation, irregular meals, poor sleep. We've normalized all of it. And for years, people treated sleep almost like an inconvenience, something flexible that could always be sacrificed. But now we're seeing more evidence that the body keeps score in ways we don't immediately notice. What changed my perspective was realizing that health is not always about dramatic changes or expensive solutions. Sometimes it's about rhythm, about giving your body enough consistency to recover properly, going to sleep at roughly the same time, getting daylight in the morning, moving your body regularly. These things sound simple, almost boring, but biologically, they may be incredibly important. And actually, I think there's something comforting about that idea too. Because it means that taking care of yourself does not always require perfection. Sometimes it's just small, repeated habits that quietly shape your future without you even realizing it. And maybe that's the bigger lesson here. Our bodies are listening to the routines we build every single day, even when we think those little choices don't matter.